It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And all the way down to the 29. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is third and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Will Dissly, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Chargers 7, Steelers 0. Cameron Dicker.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ritter will set up to throw it. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal.
And now the rookie's free. And in into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff, Edwards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a pretty...
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2nd and 5. Ritter back to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end. The pull it and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Ritter. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
A good pickup there at 22.
Pickens is coming off a season where he eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in his career and averaged a league-leading 18.1 yards per reception. He is truly a budding superstar, and the Steelers are going to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
In motion goes the tight end. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Chargers.
Again, Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the ball.
On Herbert, his third interception.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
60 Bison, Buffalo 18.
Ritter to throw it. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ritter now.
That is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Got his man. It's Warren.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now third down and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Back to throw, Ritter. He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, some strong. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief. Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake.
Touchdown! Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Sheds off the tackle. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went into the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ritter.
It's brought in by Harris. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play.
Herbert off of play action. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Edwards now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert now.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be out right at the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Ritter.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Got a man here. It's Wilson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Herbert.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is taken in by Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll roll him out right.
Open man is Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in this. And now here is another interception.
And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Harris. A solid stiff arm.
Still on his feet.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point now by Boswell. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That ball caught. It's Rice. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. One last throw here for Herbert.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is